Um, okay. Today I'm gonna be talking about this concept I've had on my mind for a while. I thought about it a while ago, like maybe a few months ago, while I was building this thing for my cats. It actually came up because a friend told me a story that got me thinking, and I think I'll preface with the story. So basically, there was this guy, and he's very free-spirited. He's very just one with everything. He's cool. He's like detached. He doesn't feel confined or boxed in or restrained by rules or made up things to make someone conform, to limit someone. And he's just a free guy. He's cool. He's really awesome. And this guy, he's walking, he's chilling, he's just doing his thing, going about his day. And he gets hungry. He's like, I could eat something. I might as well go get some food. And so he goes and he goes to this restaurant that his other friend works at. And he gets there and he's waiting for his table. He says he'd like a booth or something, and he looks around, he sees everyone. Everyone's following rules. Everyone is doing what they're supposed to. Everyone's conformed. It's like, and that doesn't mean a negative connotation on it. That just means that's what it is. People are conformed. They're all doing the same thing because they've been told this is what you do, this is what you're supposed to do. And like I said, he's very free-spirited. He doesn't agree with, there is no you're supposed to. There is no you have to. There is no one way of being. And him being himself, he decides to just walk around, take a look around. He's just walking around the restaurant. He hasn't been seated yet. He even goes and walks back in the kitchen and says hi to his friend while his friend is working. And then he just keeps minding his own business, and he's sitting on this wall. There's this wall there at the restaurant, and he's sitting up on it. And you could guess that the people at the restaurant didn't like it, because that's not what you're supposed to do. And so I think this manager comes out and starts yelling at this guy, and it's like, hey, you can't be up there. What are you doing? Get down. And he's like, well, I'm just sitting on this wall. I'm not hurting anybody. I'm not doing anything wrong. And when you look at this scenario from this viewpoint, this lady is being very upset and negative and fostering a lower vibration. This other guy, he's not. He's completely calm. He's neutral. He's just being free. And him being free triggered this person who is imprisoned by imposed viewpoints, by societal standards. And it's understandable. But who in the scenario is right or wrong? There isn't one. There's just two beings and two viewpoints. And one thing this made me think about was, what are these viewpoints? What are these a part of? Because these two viewpoints, while separate, exist in one area. They're in one game, I would call it, life. And so, what's going on in these two games? In one game, this guy, he's playing from his POV, from the first perspective shooter. It's not a shooter, but from his POV of this game. It's just GTA simulator, like you can just do whatever. It's just a game. In hers, there's a bunch of rules. There's a bunch of missions that you have, and like objectives you have to follow and achieve and aim at. And he's playing his own game. Most people are playing someone else's game. That manager was playing someone else's game. The manager was playing her boss's game. And that leads me into one of my main points and ideas on this concept is there's always a game. There's always a game being played. And quite often we're not playing our own game. But why? Who gets to run the game and why? And in almost every scenario, the game maker is the one who is providing, the provider. Someone who can give you something or provide you with something, whether it be security, freedom, money, safety. If you need something from someone, you then play by their game. You play by their rules. And this free man, he's free. He doesn't need anything. Therefore, he plays by no one else's rules. He doesn't play anyone else's game. He's playing his own game now, where he can make up the rules, and that allows for a lot of creativity and creation. This is going hand in hand, but that can cause, there's single player games. When you play like he is, you're playing more of a single player game. If you're alone, you're playing a single player game. But when you're out in public, you are playing co-op, you're online, you're playing multiplayer. And he didn't really take into account the fact that his friend was in his server. His friend worked at that restaurant. His friend was in the kitchen, who he went into the kitchen, breaking a rule of the game of that restaurant that his friend was playing, and kind of messed up his friend's game. Without knowing it, without meaning to, there was no malintent, there was no maliciousness, but he did inadvertently mess up his friend's game from his friend's POV. But since he was only playing his game, he didn't realize he was on multiplayer and could be affecting someone else's game who wasn't playing his. He ended up causing some problems for his friend and with his friend. When his friend was greeted by this guy, and then everyone's seen, and then that friend went and caused a scene and broke the rules, and that reflected on his friend. Now everyone else in the game and the game master are looking at his friend like, you're associated with a person ruining this game. He's breaking all the rules, and it's your fault because you know him. It's guilty by association now. And I just try and think and be aware of whose game I'm playing and why, and how my game and other people's games could potentially affect each other. I wouldn't ever want to mess up my friend's game. If he's enjoying his game, that's what he's playing, that's what he wants to play. And I could understand why that might hurt someone if you just come in and someone's playing chess and you just swipe the pieces off the board. You can't be confused when that person's like, man, what the heck? I think there's definitely a balance. You can play your own game, but there's also times where you're gonna play other people's games. At work, I play my boss's game because he's a provider, because he provides me with money, which is security, safety, and freedom. Until you can provide everything you need for yourself, you have to play by someone else's game to an extent. If you live at home for free, if they're providing a home for you, they're providing food for you, and therefore you live under their roof, you have to play by their rules. You have to play their game to an extent. Who is my game master? My boss, I play his game sometimes. My girlfriend, because I play her game in scenarios where she just provides her presence. That's all she provides, and that's more than enough. That's all I want from her. Almost everyone in the country has to play the game of America. Like, whoever rules the country is the ultimate game master. But then the ultimate game master is, you guessed it. And it's just interesting to think about, because when I heard the story, the character, the guy who messed everything up, he had no idea why his friend was upset with him. That was the main thing. Like, because from his POV in his game, nothing was messed up. It was only other people trying to mess up his game by encroaching and enforcing their rules. But he completely didn't realize that his friend was also playing that game. So I think there's a lot of valuable insights and things to be taken into account by recognizing what game you're playing and why. If you're playing someone else's game who you might not even want to be, if they can't provide anything for you, yet you're still playing their game just out of habit or chance, maybe you can recognize that and break that cycle, break that pattern. If you'd like to play your game, if you realize you've been playing other people's games for way too long, way too much, you want to check out and play another game, play your game, that's a really nice place to be. It is really cool. It's very enjoyable playing your own game. Most people don't want to play their own game. Most people are very uncomfortable being completely by themselves. But, bro, when you play your own game, you make the rules. You can make cheat codes. You can do whatever you want high key. Like, that's what magic is. When you start really playing your own game, it becomes magic. You can just, because when there's outside forces, like I've said, they encroach their own rules. They're changing the game. And I think the leaders of this world, the leaders of this planet, have definitely implemented a game that so many of us don't even realize we're playing. And there's so many rules we don't even realize that there are, that don't have to be there. And those rules, any rule is a limiter. It's setting something in place. Even an expansive rule, like, it's a rule that I can fly. Now I can fly, and that's a fact. And there isn't a variable outside of that because it's a rule. I mean, who's to say if we weren't ever told forever that it's a rule that we can't fly, that we wouldn't be able to fly? I'm just gonna work on breaking down some of the rules that I don't like, or creating some of the rules that I would like, you know? And I don't know if it'll be interesting or something to any of you, but maybe. But it is actually a rule that you leave a like and a comment on this video. That is a rule. Sorry to say it. Sorry, bro. Like, go ahead. Yeah, no, that's pretty much all I had to yap about. I'm gonna go to kickboxing practice in a minute. I wasn't sure if I wanted to make this right now. Sometimes I get like caught up in like, oh, is the lighting super good? Is it sunny out enough? Oh, does my hair look fine? Like I just got out of the shower. Like, I don't know. I'm just here, and apparently you're here too. So cool. If there's anyone out there, anyone at all, thank you for listening. I appreciate it. I'm grateful. I love you. Shalom. I'm gonna keep saying that outro, even though I know there are people now. It feels like a little trademark thing. Goodbye.